Hello, Jato Daniel here. Welcome to my channel. I'd like to tell you a little about a new project that I'm doing right now for the ATV you can see in front of you. The ATV itself is a radio-controlled toy made by Carrera RC, and it is the Mario Kart series, and the character's name is Peach, for those of you who don't know about it. The project is that I want to build a small trailer for it, and I had a little small problem I had to figure out, and I'm gonna show you a thing I made for it in this summer that has to do with the problem. I have made a wheelie bar for it. Originally, it is just a gray plastic bumper in the rear, same as in front, as you can see. Just took it off and made this instead. Made from 3mm thick carbon fiber plate that I cut out, so built a frame for it, and also did a new wheel on it, made from the same carbon fiber thickness, and cut a groove in the middle and put the O-ring there. But the problem was that how to be able to pull a trailer on it without have to remove the wheelie bar itself. So I have to figure out that use the wheelie bar as a pulling device. So didn't want to have to switch back and forth between a wheelie bar and some other device made for the trailer. So I come up with this solution for it. I made this carbon fiber plate here, you can see there, 3mm thick, and I glue it together and under here. And then I let's see, I can come in closer, drill a 3mm hole through it, and also made this locking bolt made of 3mm thick piano thread, and I cut a groove here, and so I could put this body clip on to hold it in place, so it cannot move up. And right here is a little piece of plastic also glued here, so it cannot fall through either. And this aluminum thing is the one I'm going to be threaded on threaded rod later on the trailer. So just sits there for, so I know where it is. But this solved the problem. Either you can pull a trailer on it, or take off the trailer and still do wheelies, and this locking bolt is not in the way in some ways, so not scratching the ground or something like that. So works good. Move that aside, and then I can show you some things I bought and made for the trailer itself. For the wheel axle, I'm gonna use a 3mm threaded rod. More than enough for this. Also gonna show a plastic card plate I have cut out, 2mm thick, and this is more or less gonna be the actual size of the whole trailer. Around it I'm gonna cut L angle aluminum, and so this is gonna be like the bottom plate for it. And the measurements are 15 centimeters long, or 6 inches, and 10 centimeters wide, or 4 inches wide. So take that away. I'm also going to show I bought the wheels that I want to use, RC plane wheels. Don't know which scale it is for, but the measurements are 5 centimeters or 2 inches, and it is rubber wheels and plastic rims. And I'm gonna also increase the hole in it from 3 to 4mm, because I want to squeeze in a brass or aluminum tube here, just to increase the strength and make it more easily to spinning around the axle. So take that away. I can also show I want to put lights on back of the trailer, and I want to use these. It's Lego lights actually, leftovers plastic, I mean, why not use it in RC? It's not going to be functional lights. That's not my cup of tea, because I'm not so good at electricity. So I use LED lights and things like that, so just for show. But the yellow, of course, is going to be for the turn signal lights, and the red, of course, for rear and brake, and this is for reverse light. Take that away. I also can show these. I made some small shocks. I cannot use bigger shocks than this, like plastic shocks from a toy, or real oil shocks from RC, because they are going to be too big for this trailer, too small. So I had to come up with some my own shocks. This is made from rod ends, as most of you can see and recognize. Just to take it apart. It is for most of 1 to 12 and 1 to 10 scale cars, mostly. Most of you recognize what they're used for. I also increased the hole from 2.5 to 3 millimeter and pushed a brass tube in it. Also for increase the strength, but most of just it's slightly better, and in my opinion, it looks more good. And this one I've cut to a third of the length, and put also the same brass tube size in it, just shorter, and also glued a 2 millimeter piano thread in it. So this is supposed to be, of course, the shock shaft. And this little spring you can see is from a broken ink pen. So if you have a broken ink pen, save the springs. You never know when you actually have use for them in your hobby or something else. So let's see, I can have to take a little peek there. Put it together. But it's soft enough. I think it is perfect for the weight of that trailer. Any other spring, I think, is going to be too hard. I have also drilled a hole through the short one, because that's the rod end I'm going to use around the threaded rod. So, and the other is going to be attached to a small bolt stud. So take that away. I also made this jockey wheel. I think it was a pretty fun thing to have on a small trailer, so did this. And this is actually not a jockey wheel just for show. It actually works just like the real ones. I can show you if I have this between my fingers, and release is more easier to do with one finger and turn it clockwise. So, but I think you can see that the wheel is actually increasing in length slowly, but obviously can. So, but you can see that. Let's try if I can decrease it instead. Putting the other way. The other way is more difficult. But I think you can see that it's decreasing again. So now I think I have the hang on it. Hang for it. Yeah, so now it's shorter again. So I also made this little handle. This is for the clamp that's gonna hold this in place. I want to do a real clamp, but just a mini version to be attached to the trailer side there, and then have this between, so it can be either released by turning this counterclockwise, so you can move this up and down, and of course lock it in place while with turning this clockwise again. So I'm gonna do a new video, explaining video especially for this one, and show with the inside and how I did it. So I'm not gonna go into that now, but I really liked it, and I think it looks good on a trailer, because most trailers have a jockey wheel on them. So I wanted to do one, but that I've done so far. I'm waiting for the aluminum to come to the store so I can start building the actual trailer frame. So, but thank you for watching, and hope you find this video interesting. Hope to see you again. Thank you. Bye.